great to have you here. And I know you've also written about China's maybe using a digital currency to kind of reclaim its place in the global sort of financial system, if we will. But I just want to start on this very kind of political back and forth over the fate of Hong Kong and how involved do you think the U.S. is ultimately going to be?
Well, I think that President Xi is wagering that the U.S. has so much on its mind right now, dealing with COVID-19, dealing with the elections, that he can actually accelerate in any way he can the geopolitical shift in China's favor. And Hong Kong certainly is an important piece of that. And they'll watch how the U.S. responds to that. And if they feel that they've managed that kind of response, then I think you have to start watching areas more serious, even more serious, like Taiwan. But as you mentioned, I think that you're seeing President Xi move forward on a whole slew of various issues. And it's all about using what was a setback, which was COVID-19 started in China, to turn it absolutely into an opportunity. New investments in technology, emerging technologies, AI, quantum computing, et cetera. New investments in the military. They'll increase their military spending up to 9% this year. And then, as you said, they've launched an experiment in digital currency in 4 cities in April, and that has put them way ahead of the United States in terms of creation of anything like a digital dollar.
So should U.S. investors just kind of watch all this and go, okay, sounds great. Bottom line, do I, worry about my supply chain? Can I continue to sell Nike shoes and have Starbucks locations and sell Apple iPhones in China? Is the relationship fundamentally changing? Is the way that I kind of think about this country need to be different? And we know that's already taking place. So I guess the more concrete question, too, is what happens with the trade deal, which, frankly, it's hard to understand if changing the trade deal would cause major disarray again, or just become, okay, yep, another event for us to, to deal with on the U.S.-China front.
Yeah, Kel, I'm not sure you want to listen to me on markets. I mean, the Hong Kong market is up today, or who would have thought?
Right.
And the U.S. markets are where they are when you look at the overall economy. So I'm not quite sure what's going to drive traders. I think the decoupling from the U.S. economy, the Chinese economy, here's the problem. China is coming at its grab for global economic and political dominance over time in a patient way with a strategy. We're countering it and we're answering it without a strategy. We should be pouring our stimulus money into funding new technology, digital technology, education and science and math and engineering. We should be pouring this into the future right now, but we're so focused on the present that we're not building the future. China isn't even willing to set a growth figure for this year in its National People's Congress. But at the same time, they're investing in the future. So I would say to investors to keep watching the Chinese market, because the notion that the U.S. can actually get other allies and other friends to decouple with us, I think is far-fetched. Too many people have too much at stake with China to pull out of that market.